salutations. Who are we grabbing here this morning? I think we're going to grab Drusamilla. We're going to get a little bit of shenanigans underway. Hope you're having a good morning, everybody. Not Twitch. I'd like to get my Twitter page up and running. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do we have a bunch of junk on us? No. A little bit of stuff. Alright. So greetings and salutations, everyone. It is your friendly neighborhood L. Samius. What I want to do, I actually want to go to House Dark here. And we are playing some more Dungeons & Dragons Online this morning. So this is my little monk wizard thing. So the general idea of this build is to just power it up. Just power it up. I want to get it to basically 12-ish, 13 range. Somewhere in that ballpark, so I can use it to farm Ravenloft, farm the Sands, farm, different places like that. And one of the easiest ways to do something like that is actually going to be to take a spin through the Explorer Zone this morning. That's how we're going to kick things off.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Big Papa. And it looks like we're going to have Talab to kick around. So, let's get started on that while we figure out what's going on with Talabs. How you doing?
Doing alright. How are you doing?
Not bad.
Good.
Tired this morning, though. Tired. But that's every day. So we haven't got a whole lot in the way of updates from the trip, other than you doubled your money, which is good.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, it was a good trip, Had a guy get dragged out by security because he was trying to dance on the blackjack table.
A guy dancing on the blackjack table, huh? It's a heavy duty table.
No, he didn't get up on there. He was trying to.
What? Come on. If the security's going to kick you out, you've got to have done at least a little bit of the stupid thing you wanted to do. I feel like that's a requirement. If you didn't even get to succeed at the stupid thing, then come on. Come on, security. Too good.
They rolled a higher initiative.
Yeah, I guess. Well, things here were relatively chill. All things considered.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, could use a little bit more excitement. But, I don't know, I guess it wasn't the bad kind of excitement, so that's good. But, I don't know. I also found out what happened to the Vorpal cam, for those of you who are interested. Good morning, Wood. Vorpal did. She ate the cord, which is what I was worried about when I put it in there, was that she was gonna screw up the cord.
That's too bad.
I mean, it's just your regular USB cord, so it's not like we can't plug it back in later, but still. I just would have liked to be able to trust that she wasn't going to eat the cord. The wife has been letting her out a lot lately, and I was hoping that meant that she had kind of gotten over that, but it doesn't look like that is the case. Well, unfortunately, no one chest, so let's go look at some of the other chests here. Again, we're just trying to play a little bit low stress this morning, especially while we're waking up, but I want to be making some forward momentum here on my my monk person. Played our wizard, our new wizard, pretty hard last night. My concern is that we're going to get to I get those characters caught up with Samius, and Samius has not been doing Reaper. So if I switch to Reaper with Samius, then that'll be splitting my characters when it comes to Reaper experience, which is not a good idea on the leaderboard. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. So have you had enough time to
Twitch Rivals.
Twitch Rivals?
Yeah.
I guess
Magic tournament for through Twitch.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't know what that was. Wow, somehow we whirlwind past all of those guys and didn't kill them?
Bleep, bleep.
Hey, good morning, Nim. What's up, buddy?
Good bleep, bleep, bleep. Morning.
Wow, that's a lot of bleeps this morning.
How are you guys doing?
I'm waking up. How about you?
Same.
Yeah. I don't know, just offering around through some Three Barrel Cove Explorer action here on my little low stress monk person.
Yeah, my hardcore league expedition has been on halt because my buddy has had I don't know if it was emergency, but it was definitely spontaneous surgery. A couple of surgeries actually. He had to do another one 2 nights ago. So hopefully he'll be back. He's saying maybe he'll be back today. So I just been on Solona.
Oh man. Yeah, we lost Beef last week. I don't know if anyone knew.
At level 17,
Yeah,
that was really sad.
at 17,
Yeah,
it's like, oh.
Hard.
So, Samius has been paused. And we've been working on a couple of others. And I don't know if it's the hardcore server just wearing people back down, or the fact that I've got Tobrel on board, or what, but we've been doing Reapers again this go around. We're up to like 4 Reaper points.
Did you notice that last update brought mortality to the Halls of Heroes and the live server, or the regular servers?
I
and that's
did.
when you can claim your eyes.
I did not.
Yeah. For in the cloaks, you don't have to, like, once you claim it on hardcore, all your characters and all your servers are gonna have it automatically in your inventory. But the eyes, the feet are now claimable in the normal servers.
Good. I don't know, I was kind of hoping the update was going to go through today. I kind of would like to see this pathing issues kind of cleaned up a little bit, but I guess they had a build issue overnight, and they didn't run it.
They've been having a lot of build issues with fixing this padding thing, which has been affecting my legendary shrouds that I do publicly. And because, part 2, when you have to get the red names to an area and beat them down away from the crystal, they just end up walking against the wall instead of going around the wall.
Right. So you got to do a lot slower leading.
Yes. You basically have to be out of line of sight leading them back, which is actually hard when you're level 25 in a legendary hard shroud. Like, they tore me up last night trying to get him to the corner. Those bleep, bleep, bleepers.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, it's inconvenient. And mobs don't like to path correctly, but gameplay may change online. That is what they say. Whoa. So I've taken your little build concept to 9 to lab.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure I'm loving it,
What's
but
the build concept?
the vampire monk.
Hmm.
And I'm not the world's greatest monk player. And also I feel like an int-based monk is really strange. But
It is.
damage is so. I took Beef's concept of doing whirlwind attack right away, which I don't know. It took me a while to get here because of the 3 wizard levels to get to the base attack bonus.
Yeah.
But it is very hard to, like, it's got so many paths of incoming healing. I'm just not sure that I'm actually getting anything from Healing Curse while I'm in vampire mode.
You should be getting like at least 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm getting anything, any procs.
You think it's bugged?
I don't know. I have the feeling that it's reducing that healing by 50%, and it's going 50% of a D3 is, I'm not going to roll that.
That's a 1.
1.5, yeah.
Yeah. So,
it's a really interesting concept, especially because there's that, when you get your next core from Wizard, right, you can do negative energy on your melee attacks. You can, like, end up, it's interesting. I wouldn't do it, but it's interesting.
what, are you talking about in the undead augmentation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's the one that adds more damage to your melee attacks. Also, another good way to go about it is zombie, because, like, yeah, you get 20% less attack speed, but Monk gives you a bunch of attack speed at the same time. But you also get 20% more damage or something like that when you get to level 12. The improved shrouding for zombies feels delicious.
Yeah, I have a hard time not taking the very first core in don't take extra light damage, especially if you're playing a vampire.
Oh yeah.
So that has been my first pick and take 50% less, or not 50% less, 25% less lightning. Those two have been my picks for that one, I guess, is for that particular core. And I have not gotten past into the next core yet at 12. But I don't know, fiddle with it. I said I'm enjoying it though. It's a nice change, but apparently I put wizard and everything, and Beef was like, I would really like to see you play a not wizard. I'm like, is that possible? I don't think it is.
Haven't you always had at least one level of wizard?
Not always.
In most of your builds?
I mean, I predominantly splash level wizard because it's so strong.
It's so bleeping strong.
It is very strong to have a level of wizard in your build. I don't think I care about the rest of these things right now. Let's recall. I mean, one level wizard gives you all the buffs, magic immunity to magic missiles. Your jump, your run fast. Like, it expeditious attack. It literally does all the things for you. It's so good.
Yeah, I like the new updates, adventure pack, how it made a undead wizard set, right, that includes medium and light armors for those who want to dip into Order Strike.
Yeah, I need to look at the new stuff. I haven't looked at it at all yet.
I grinded it out on Heroic Elite on a level 21 character, or to get some numbers, right? It doesn't seem like I mean, the last one and the first one would have some difficult spots, but But the stuff in the middle is pretty. But the thing is, I think it's like 6 base figure, except the first one is one's a 7 base figure.
Real fast, Tlab,
Yes.
what would you say is going on with Nim's mic right now?
He's a little loud.
Okay, you just think it's loudness? It's because
Yeah.
I swear I hear like a second one. Like he's got himself on some sort of playback.
It could have been my phone.
Oh, okay, maybe that's all it was then. I said I was hearing 2 of Nim for some like a reasonable amount of the time. And I was just like
Right.
making sure that there wasn't some sort of like Discord weirdness happening. All right, carry on.
I was watching a video on his ruse. So
Hezaruz. But yeah, I have not read the new stuff yet. I hope to kind of worry about it. Yeah, see, that's just it. I thought it was coming through my mic too, but then
Me and Terrell were in the first one the other night.
The new mobs in there, you're gonna love.
who's you?
Samius.
I'm gonna love them.
You're gonna love them, dude.
Okay.
Because you sound like when I took pen and paper, when we took pen and paper together, I kind of like felt like you would like, you know, maybe like a gerbil with a hand cannon on its back, kind of like.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of stuff like that, but not that.
Okay. Ooh, we get the one chest now. Nice. Take it. I'd like to ransack this guy's chest and get this armor. I'd like to get it without having to ransack it, but apparently this dude's armor is a real see you next Tuesday to get.
Yeah, a little bleep.
Yeah, some bleep.
So like in Heroic Elite, I didn't do Heroic Reaper, of course, but like most of them, the strongest just basic red shirt there is like 3,000 HP, and the bosses don't ever exceed 20,000 XP that I've noticed. So it relatively speaking, it should be easy in a hardcore league if you just pay attention in like 1 or 2 spots in 2 quests.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing them on live first before I go to do them on the hardcore, but
Yeah, I highly suggest it because the first one has a little area where if you walk in the wrong spot, it could be disastrous for those who don't have a way to evade things.
There's also a stuck spot in that quest too.
I didn't find that.
It's when you have to break the glass to find that clue. You
Oh,
can get
yeah,
stuck in there.
Sometimes the glass regenerates. I had that happen to me.
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. It sounds like, again, I was just like half listening to Jerry the other day while he was doing one, and there was an awful lot of, oh, we gotta look around for an intractable, you guys. We missed an interactable, and that kind of drives me crazy.
Yeah, yeah, the first one's first part is like that, but like my thing is every time new contact comes out, I try to ransack it in like 1 to 3 tunes, and so like I ransacked it on Heroic with 1 tune so far, and if you.
Well, I was about to ask because I'm trying to figure out, did you just sing the same song every time, or like as you do the quest, you're just like, "Eye of the tiger, I'm gonna loot this chest," da 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 da. Or,
Hello?
hi.
Hey,
I just wanted to ask Sam if he got his mail.
I have not checked my mail, but thank you.
Not email, gay mail.
Yeah, I have not checked I've not seen a gay mail, but I'm not on Samus. I'm on Drew Samula. Did you get a bunch of money deconstructed last night?
Yeah, I got some money.
Sweet.
I just wanted to, well, I guess I would have figured it out after I checked my mail and got it back.
Yeah.
You said you checked your mail up.
I have not checked my mail on Samius yet today. I have not jumped over there yet.
That's okay.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Sounds great. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get hopefully our guild crafter will be up and running sooner than later.
Nice.
I hope. I apparently surprised Wood with the number of things in there recently.
Yes. I gotta make a new tune so I can get that experience booster.
Character? Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Freaking ginger
People are
spice.
saying that T word a lot today, aren't they?
Well, it happens.
Terrace?
Song.
It happens. It's okay. We just say the right way and then we move on.
Freaking Voodoo had that video where he's like, you could just keep on making characters and deleting them and grabbing these potions. I'm like, you're basically advertising like, yeah, exploit this like free gift.
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of that stuff was changed after being purchased, which kind of aggravates me. oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to say this name right. Ed Ardro. I know, welcome, viewer on YouTube. I'm sorry, I am not gonna get that name. My many apologies. But anyway, back in the day, a lot of that stuff used to be way different.
Back in your day.
Like I cannot explain to you how mad I am that they took away the skill tomes every time you TR'd from like the one gift.
Yeah, you got like 3 skill tomes.
Yeah, you got like 2 +3s and a +2. I cannot explain how angry I am that disappeared. Also, how come you used to get new copies of your Gold Seal Hirelings every life. So one of the things that you could do if you were running low on backpack space before you TR is you could get rid of your Gold Seal Hirelings from the pre-purchase orders, because they would just come back. Well, oh, I got a Sky Pirate's dagger. Yes, victory is mine. All right, to the bank.
That's what happened to my my Panther, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to send Mel to get my Panther back once I came back to the game.
Well, I just did. I sent them a letter about my I put in a bug thing for my missing level 14 owlbear. I'm like, hey, my owlbear disappeared. I have the content, and I remade a character, and it didn't automatically re-give it to me. I was mad about that. I wasn't as mad about the skill tomes until I realized that they were also gone. But because I had a few more skills left to do on Samius, I guess, at +3, and I wasn't really paying attention. And I was just like, oh, I can't believe this. But the fact that they don't want to give me back my owlbear really makes me mad.
That's just so random, because I asked Cordovan, is there a way I can get my Panther back? And he's like, yeah, just go to the help website and let us know from there. And I'm like, okay. And I got it.
Yeah, I sent them a
website.
Yeah, they if you go to ddo.com, there's a place that you can get help. It's their like offline thing.
Ticket thing.
Yeah, ticket thing. But no, I sent them 2 different ones, and neither one of them panned out to give me my replacement owlbear.
That makes no sense.
I was
they're basically
pretty-
the same thing.
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's just me, like asked wrong or caught the wrong person. But yeah,
The janitor opened your hope.
Yeah, and I might have to ask again. Just be like, hey, my owlbear's still missing after X number of months looking, asking for a replacement. Let's see if they send me one. But I've also gotten better at, I don't know, suggesting the solution that I want to repair things, and that seems to work. You know what I mean? Like, if you suggest a way to make it better, as opposed to like, hey, this is missing, I would like a replacement. Instead you'd be like, hey, just send Samus a replacement owlbear. Maybe it'll work out better.
Like, you know what wouldn't suck? If you would just give me my owlbear.
Yeah. I know how much more greedy I can get. I did get my Sky Pirate's dagger. I could probably get a little more greedy.
I've been trying to work on SSG about maybe, because, like, I've been a member for, like, since 2010, like, all because I didn't log in during the Alabaster Lioness. I should still, but they're like, no, you didn't log in, you don't get one. I'm like, I don't know.
Nah, there's never going to be a way to get it. That's part of the reason I tell Tobrell, like, you gotta log in and do these events, man. Even if you're not, because he took that 2-year break, basically. Like, even if you're not gonna play, you need to log in and do this. I'll think about it. That he never did. Now he's back. He's like, man, I wish I had XYZ. I'm like, argh! Pulling my hair out.
Man, you're just getting chests all over the place.
Well, there's easy to get chests. It's hard to get the stuff you want out of the chests. I don't know. I'm just
like
so.
My dating life.
Aww. I'm just so glad to get the Sky Pirate's dagger. Add that to my list of goodies. Dagger's so good.
Is that your shield guardian?
Say what?
Is that your shield guardian?
No, that was a level 7 or level 8.
Oh, that's right. You can't use that until you're higher.
Correct.
I haven't had any coffee yet.
Is the boat empty, Wood?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go take care of that in a second.
Unless you've logged in sometime in the middle of the night.
Well, it would not surprise me, but I don't think so. Let's see what we have here. We got 1, 2... We got a few. I can go put some stuff in there. Not as much as it looks like, though, to be perfectly honest.
It's okay.
Well, I was just trying to empty my backpack. Yeah, if we can just keep dumping. Also, we're getting close on ship last I checked as well. Yeah, almost 24. Gotta get to 25. 25 is the next big thing for me, because that'll let us put a barkeep down here.
A vendor?
Yeah, the barkeep, so you can sell to the barkeep and or replace your guild buff or your get your day reset. What about you? Does anyone need a strength 4 belt on the hardcore server?
What else is on it?
Diplomacy 5.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna stick it over here. We'll see if it makes it through the culling. So, I don't know if people saw it, but Lessa tweeted, I think this morning, maybe late last night. I just didn't see it. But she's gotten to 32,000 Reaper experience, and she went to check the favor thing. She was struggling to get on the list, I guess. Now that she's on the list, if you look directly next to Lessa's name, so it says Lessa is Mora, and the very person straight across is one Samus Kurova. With Reaper with favor.
It's wild.
That's what we do. That's what we do. I don't think I care about that. Alright, let's fill up this first backpack spot with stuff. Even though this stuff should not be there. But I do not want to have to deal with things. Alright, go through this at least one more time. While people are kind of trickling in. We'll go figure out what we want to do. Like for realsies. So anyway, yesterday Beef was on, and I had made my usual character / tomb argument type thing, and just out of nowhere Beef's like, do you want me to drag every monster to the quest to you? I'm like, what did I do? Like, I thought maybe I had healed a bunch of mobs or something, because we were fighting mixed things. I'm like, what? I don't understand. Like, I don't think I healed anything, and I was like looking at all the things that I could have possibly done in the game that was incorrect. And finally he tells me it's because I get on my high horse about the character verse tune.
It does really annoy him.
And he's like, it's so annoying. I'm like, that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't understand why it annoyed. A lot of things annoy him.
Well, a lot of things annoy a lot of people. I don't want to make this a pile on Beef thing. I'm just trying to, like, I recognize the fact that it's annoying, but it's my hang up, and by God, it's a hill I'm willing to die on.
No, it just now that you mentioned it, you brought it up, I just said, wait a minute, yeah, a lot of things annoy him.
Yeah,
Especially when he's in a bad mood.
a lot of things annoy us all, though, secretly deep down inside. I just want everyone to know, I understand that you guys don't have to change. Nobody has to, but it's kind of like that guy who, the inventor of graphical interface, whatever, saying it's GIF instead of GIF or whatever. It's like, come on, man, you're fighting the losing battle. That's me. I'm fighting the losing battle. And I know it, and I recognize it. Yeah, GIF versus GIF or whatever. Like you wouldn't go get some, I don't know, something. You wouldn't.
Mom's like, you choose GIF.
That's right. I'm just like, you know what? It's my hill to die on. I'll fight this fight alone if need be.
I don't say GIF either. To me, GIF is, like you said, GIF is a peanut butter.
It's fine. Like I said, I just, I don't know, I was thinking about it a little bit earlier when Nim was using the wrong terminology. Speaking of, is this our game week? So not supposed to be, right? Our pen and paper, that should be next week.
This week.
Okay, is this week?
Yeah.
Yes, this week.
All right. All I know is like,
Roll wasn't on last week, and I was hoping you guys were playing, and you weren't.
I was on vacation.
I don't know. I cannot keep things straight right now.
Yeah, I was really sad about her removal. I was like, oh.
What? Last Thursday?
Yeah, that was an odd. Well, like, I've heard from it in Talks Machina. They're like, we're not having a show this week. I'm like, really? Didn't you guys not have a show like 2 weeks ago? Like,
Yes.
can we like stop not having things and start having things?
Well, sometimes it doesn't work that way.
I don't think they were vacation.
I think it was work in conventions.
Yeah, too many damn conventions.
It tisses the season.
Why do they have to be popular voice actors? If only there were nobodies like me.
Then nobody would listen. Nobody would
Lord.
watch. Well, maybe.
You know what's funny? Like, you ever heard of Bat in the Sun?
No.
I've heard
It's,
batching in the sun, but I think it's a different thing.
Bat in the Sun is like a YouTube channel that's like really into comic books, but it's a lot of video game voice actors and mocap people, right? And so what they would do is they would do death battles between comic book characters, and Marisha used to do opening narration for that, and she even I swear she even did GameStop TV at one point. So she was really like out, like she's a very hungry working person. Like she's out there trying to get that
She's
picture.
the creative director of Factorio now.
Yeah, it's a huge leap. Like going from a personality to an actual boss is great. I'm really happy for her.
Should we just shrine there?
I think it's kind of, I don't know what strange is the right word, but have you noticed how everybody loves her and loves her character now, and they thought Keyleth was such...
I think it's all personal taste, because I loved Keyleth.
Well, I think people were... It was like the culmination of her stupidity, Keyleth that is, was the goldfish episode.
Yeah. She thought she was gonna survive. No, we're gods!
Every once in a while I go back and watch that again. She said 5 minutes or so. And he didn't say anything. I don't know why he didn't say anything. Just let her go ahead. You're gonna do that, huh? Yeah, but okay.
Well, they're dating. I kind of think, like, what if he's like, hey, we should show them that I'm not, like, pandering to you guys for the show. You should kill yourself today.
She didn't have a clue. She didn't have a clue.
Hey, Tlab,
Yeah.
are you getting like jock football or other sports team flashback where like people are talking about a thing that you could enjoy
Yeah.
potentially, but you just don't?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Carry on, guys.
I saw where this was going as soon as you said, "Hey, Taleb." That's how obvious.
Look, man, I have no problem with you guys talking about it. I wanted to point out the awkwardness that I have no idea what's going on.
This is how I feel whenever you guys start talking about MTG.
Hey, that's part of the plan, baby. Part of the plan. We all feel awkward. Look, I just have to make an awkward joke about it so I feel involved. That's all. What the S is this?
What?
No, we're not talking about it. I have to not watch this anymore. I'm gonna puke. Alright.
I'm having breakfast now.
I
Sounds
can't
strong.
wait to play our game.
Yeah, it's good.
My game is really good.
Just like to get people to show up is all.
All we have to do is become famous voice actors.
Man, you're taking all this stuff the wrong way. It would be nice to get a nice big following and do all the things, but that's not what it's
Mike
for.
will be there this week, so
Yeah, nice. That'll be lovely. You know, like, yes, it would be great to be able to play D&D and make a living at it, but I can't even seem to make a living playing DDO, and I'm actually good at that, so...
Yeah, why can't I be Gary Gygax's grandson or something?
Oh, you probably are. I bet you people are going to be able to go in the future and, like, be like, oh yeah, Gary Gygax cheated on his wife so many times that, you know, X percentage of the population is related to Gary Gygax.
To get Gygax Con?
Yeah.
Genghis Gygax?
Yeah. Like a third of the population is related to Genghis Khan, like semi-directly, and then you'll have, you know, a 23rd of the population is related to Gary Gygax.
I'm the great-great-grandtune of Gygax.
Ugh.
Yeah, I knew you hated that.
Ugh. But yeah, it's
Tell them my toes.
I don't know. Don't read about your heroes, kids. Never read about your heroes. 'Cause I really I really loved Gary for a long time, and then kind of found out a little bit more about his stepping out, and it's like, oh well, I guess I can't respect you anymore.
Didn't he have a little Thomas Edison thing going on too, where
So,
like, a lot of people were working on D&D? He's like, yeah, we're.
So the big thing is David. Can't think of his last name right now.
Arnson or something?
Yeah, Artisan. He kind of came up with the idea of putting the role-playing rules into Gary's chainmail rules. So chainmail, Gary definitely came up with the idea of using like Thaco and to hit and having more complicated combat scenario. And Dave was working on, like, he and Dave were really good friends for a long time. And then, basically it turned into like I'm gonna add your peanut butter to my chocolate cups, right? And they're like, all right, yeah, cool. And then the problem was not that. The problem is that Gary kind of wanted the credit, sort of. So he would consistently downplay Dave's contribution. And to be fair, we've changed the rules many times, right? Like the mechanics of playing the game has changed several times. But the concept behind role-playing has not changed. Right? And so that's the thing that Dave kind of brought to the table in a big bad way, where Gary kind of was more of like, let's put these things together and make it work. And then what kind of happened is Gary put together TSR and started producing Dungeons and Dragons, and Dave was supposed to be essentially like VP of creativity or something, but it basically, I guess, turned into what amounted to like head of shipping, and that is what kind of caused the big rip down the middle. So that is where like the numerous lawsuits and judgments in Dave's favor kind of paid off or kicked in, and it was two different people coming up with peanut butter and chocolate together, and one guy put them together in such a way that it made a product that took over the world, and the other guy was just like, but I got ripped off. And it's rough. The business stuff I can kind of let go, but personal stuff I have a hard time letting go of, specifically infidelity. That is one of my lines.
Yep.
I mean, if I can forgive Marlon Brando, I can forgive anyone.
Yeah. Wasn't that your dad? Isn't your dad Marlon Brando?
He was more like a lover.
Your spiritual dad?
He's my spirit daddy.
I don't know. Like I said, it's not my... It didn't affect me personally, so it's not my thing, but I just lose a little bit of respect from people. That's all.
I wonder how they do it, cause like, I want to be honest, like, I've slept around only once, and it was the hardest thing for me. Like, I was shaking. Like, it was. I don't know how people do it and just be like, yeah, no, I didn't do anything. Or like, they're all cool about it. Like me, I was like physically and spiritually tormented by. I really wanted her.
Oh, well, I mean, didn't.
That's because you're a nerd.
No. I think it's probably because you realized it was wrong and you're not a bad person. You just did something bad and stupid, and hopefully, whatever happened, you work out and apologize and get your conscience cleared.
Yeah, it all worked out. We're all still friends.
But
it wasn't horrible, but to me, like, I don't know, but like my body would literally be like, this isn't you. This is stuff you watch on the internet, but this isn't stuff you do in real life. Come on, man.
But I assume you weren't married.
No. This was at high school.
I assume you, yeah. I mean, I have to make certain assumptions here, and when I'm talking about it, of course, obviously, a commitment is a commitment, and you should not step out of that commitment. But there's a difference in my brain between two people dating in high school and people engaged in like 4 years of marriage. You know?
It's just so funny picturing like guys like, oh, I'm the creator of D&D. You want some of this?
Apparently money makes you do all sorts of things. I don't know. I just, again, don't peel back the layers of your heroes, kids. Because I probably would have been somebody who was like, hey, come on, man. Have some respect. He was a great inventor, gave us a thing that, like, changed our lives forever. We could forgive him for a lot of sins. And then I'm, like, reading about the stepping out nonstop. And it's like, oh, well, maybe there's some lines we cannot forgive. So, I don't know.
It's like Gandhi. Like, we probably spent most of our non-thoroughly researched life like thinking Gandhi's like the same, but it turns out like he's kind of like low-key a womanizing racist too.
Not low-key. Like, not low-key. Not low-key at all.
Like in history books, low-key. Like it wrote like if you
oh
ask
yeah.
anyone that will, like the history books I've read never been like, oh, by the way, he just like women have a place in society
and they're in my bed. Yeah, no, Gandhi. It's really.
He never beat women. He just sits in on them, right?
I don't know. It's hard to. It's hard to dive deep in that kind of stuff because man, so many deaths all of a sudden. People really want to rewrite history in the positive light. For the most part. Right? It's either the worst thing that possibly could happen or it wasn't that bad. There's like no in between when people are revising or looking at history. And it makes it really tough to kind of understand the mindset of people back then and how certain things were just commonplace or how things were just kind of understood. But like, you know, you get a reputation for being a good dude, and then it's like, oh, he's a good dude, and then the next thing you know, you start looking into him and it's like, oh, except unless you were black or female, in which case then F your couch.
Yeah. Well, like, so, like, because of this romanticism of history, if you will, like, a lot of people are like, it's so much better than 1600. Like, actual, like 1 out of 8 childbirths usually resort to, like, both the mom and the child's death, and, like, you know, people didn't clean because they thought that was a pagan ritual, so, like, they just died from septic diseases, and it was crazy back then. Like, no way. Like, I mean, we have harshness now, right? But it's so much better now. Like, we have antibacteria. That's huge.
Good morning, Legion. Yeah, it's easy to romanticize things and like, oh, if I lived in the past, I would XYZ. You know, it's kind of like the people who are hating on the founding fathers right now because they had slaves. It's like, but everybody had slaves.
Yeah. Like,
oh, I wouldn't have had a slave. Yeah, you would have had a slave.
Freaking look at Prussia's serfdom. Like, anything's better than, you know, working the government's land just to be able to live and pay tax. Like, so you're a farmer, right? But the land's not yours. And you farm, and you give most of what you farm to your government, right? And you pay taxes. Like, what? You work and pay rent for the owner. Like that.
Yep.
You you're nothing. You know, you have nothing. You own nothing, and you live and die in nothing. It's smaller. And then like the enlightenment comes, and then you still have nothing. Like it was tough just being alive. Like, the 1% back then was real. Like, the 1% now, like, the whole rich Illuminati people, like, that's been around forever. But the difference then and now is that we don't have to make their turnip pie.
No, the big difference now is that... I'm sorry, Wood, what were you saying?
So what conversation did I come back to?
You know,
Russia.
we kind of walked into some political discussion of sorts.
It's more of a
historical slash, I don't know. The difference between then and now is that the poorest people now in the United States, not talking worldwide, because worldwide America is the 1% compared to like the rest of the world, but compared to in the United States, the poor people now are living so much better than the rich people a few hundred years, like 100 years ago. So like everybody has a refrigerator, everybody has a car, sometimes 2. Everybody has a television. Like everybody has probably a cell phone. You know, almost everybody has access to the internet one way or another, whether they have to go to the public library or if it's on their cell phone plan. You know, like the poor just become more and have a higher and higher and higher lifestyle. And a few hundred years ago, that was not a thing. There was no getting a better lifestyle. You're like, oh, if I'm lucky, someday my children will run away to America and claim some dirt for their own.
Yeah, and prior to the Euro discovery of America, there was just, hey, I hope I don't die today. Like,
You're right. Exactly.
The hope was kind of like a mythical subject back then.
Well, and again, it's easy to romanticize or fantasize about. Oh no, I would have been okay. It would have been okay. I would make it. But you're talking about 80% of people basically born into into a cycle of here's your dirt.
More than likely not, though. I mean, you don't know the circumstances of your birth. I mean,
Exactly, that's what we're saying. Like
told.
80% of 80 or 90% of people back then were trash.
Yeah, like
I have no reservations. I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Ron.
Well, yeah. Well, also, like the average life expectancy was what, 32?
remember, like the Monty Python's Holy Grail when King Arthur started talking to that serf, and that was like them caked in dirt, just working in mud, and it's like that's their life, like from morning from like the moment they turn 8, probably they would start working in the mud all the way up until the day they die, which is probably in their 20s and 30s.
Up until FDR put in child labor laws, kids were working in a factory at 5 years old.
Yeah, and then okay, so in Prussia history too, towards the end of the enlightened governors era, there was one guy who was like, "Hey, I'm gonna make the serfs have the right to choose their job." So, and then as soon as he died, the Prussian government was like, "Nope." So there was like a couple years where serfs had freedom in like Prussia. But that was unheard of. Where I was like, oh, whoa, you could just become a cobbler, but you're supposed to be a serf.
Yeah,
We're gonna change that. That doesn't make sense. Go make corn.
I mean, again, the concept of freedom has never existed as it does here in the United States before the United States. People, especially people here in the United States, I cannot get over how many people do not appreciate the value that they have that are here in the U.S. Like, they're complaining about things.
Is your monk a vamp?
Yeah.
It's like the whole beauty of being able to ask yourself, what am I gonna do today? Like, people didn't have that for most of humanity.
Oh no, they did. It was like, oh, what am I gonna do today? Oh yeah, cleaning the stables again.
Oh yeah, carrying stuff for a rich guy or something.
It wasn't so long ago that everybody ate. Well, not everybody. Most people ate the same thing.
Yep.
Every day.
Yep. You ate your trenches.
In England, or ancient England, there was a time where most bread was mixed with sawdust because the real bread was held for the upper class.
Yep. I mean,
actually, it was France.
I was gonna say, I don't remember.
as usual, government's the problem. Limited government.
Did somebody sawdust and bread?
Yeah, they would mix their dough with
They were
sawdust.
trying to. They had to make everything go extra
yes,
long.
Government bakers. There's a whole conspiracy about government bakers. They hired bakers to put sawdust in their bread.
Gotta do what you have to do to spread it out, make it last.
I think that was more an initiative of the Bakers Guild, if anything.
I don't know.
Well, it's just like that's the problem with serfdom. It's like, okay, you can live here, right? But you have to pay taxes and you have to work my land. But you have to give me the good stuff. You can keep some of that stuff, but you don't forget you have to pay taxes and sell some of your stuff. So that at that point they get the bad stuff, right? They sell the okay stuff and they give the good stuff to their lord. And then so they make some copper pieces and then they give a majority of it back to the lord. So like that just sounds horrible.
Well, it's the world's biggest and greatest protection racket. That's what it was.
Did you take falling damage? I thought you had feather fall naturally?
No, I'm a
That's really
vampire.
form.
It's Wraith, yeah.
Vampires don't get that.
Aw.
No, I have a feather falling ring over here that I've been switching to every once in a while.
You'd think that vamps could, like, turn into bats and fly.
They fly, fly away into the darkness.
Shoot me.
There's a... Somewhere in there, there's a bat form thing up here all the way to the top. Swarm of bats. I've not gotten to that yet.
It's like the Warlock spell, I believe. Where you turn invisible and you turn into bats.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I have not...
I've never gotten a level that high myself. Or sober either.
Just gotta get to 5. Get to 5. You can come with me through this for now, although I'm almost done. Gotta go get some actual XP here in a minute. I might go for 50 more kills.
Level 4 cleric and a level 4 something else.
I'm not familiar with that class. What does it do?
It gets frustrated.
Oh my gosh.
It turns my headset off because it's out of batteries. That's what it does.
Ah. It puts the batteries in the headset again, or it sits on the charger some more.
Yes.
Ooh, he's here. Let's pull another Sky Pirate's dagger. Sky Pirate's dagger! Boo.
You got 2 of them?
No. I was hopeful. Get this guy's sack though. Oh no, I need to figure out what else I want to do with this person today. Said I very much want to get this person to like that 13-ish range, I think. Maybe 14.
For farming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really nice to have Ravenloft gear. Freaking really nice.
Yeah, I was using my Pure Wizard and I was in the infight of Death House and I thought I had cleared all of the trash mobs, but I guess there was a little bit of a lag spike right then and none of those guys actually died. And then the big plant guy like did his slow attack. And I'm like, oh, okay. Wait a minute, there's a whole bunch of trash mobs. And I hit my clear all the trash mobs heal up button. But again, we had another lag spike and just bing. Came back dead.
I've been getting really good at hitting that Sharn pass lately. I escaped death like twice.
Well, I didn't even think I was low. Like, I was still at more than half health. But it, again, when you get that, the screen freezes for like 4 seconds. Like, oh, this is bad. Like, when we didn't have to, like, the server, when you first installed it, man, I said like a bunch today. The server, when it was first up and running, was very much lag free. And I feel like in the last week or so, it's been not even necessarily lag, but there's been a bunch of that. But it's just acting squirrely. I would like it to not be acting so squirrely. Okay, sounds fine. I'm also on the hardcore beef, but I'm just scrolling around right now. Just trying to wake up. Might, I'm not feeling too bad. If I stay that way, oh, my neck is really tight though. If I stay that way, I might make it out to actually go check out the roof of the bus today. That would be pretty nice. I am a little concerned. I forget what drops in that Earth Elemental chest. But I want it. So, a lot of people give me crap for doing explore zones when I'm tired or downtime or whatever. But you can actually... Three Barrel Cove and the desert in particular have a lot of really good drops. And the orchard, like I'm like almost halfway. Might be no, I don't have. I think I have 3 shield pieces, and I know I have at least 2 tome pages, maybe 3 tome pages. Just running explorers. So I don't know what I would do with like an assembled tome page on hardcore server. Probably make a sweet skiver for my undead wizard, but getting the opportunity to find out, it sounds really good to me. But you never get this stuff if you don't go for it here.
So, quick side note, Sam, they added Momir back in for Arena.
Okay.
And they have old creatures in now.
Huh, interesting.
Like I just saw a tie spout tyrant.
Ah. So, speaking of like weird stuff, although I think I'm gonna go change tactics and do some real quests here in a second. It looks like Battlestar Galactica is getting a reboot by the creator of Mr. Robot. I feel like that shows...
Hacker show?
Huh?
Yes.
I feel like Battlestar Galactica 1 is pretty much ideal. They had a weird season in there. But, other than that, like, other than the one season where they kind of lost their footing, I feel like, for a little while, but they got it back and they finished strong. I feel like this Battlestar Galactica was great and not that old. Why do they need to reboot it?
This is the decade of reboots.
I know.
Next thing you know, they're gonna be rebooting Looney Tunes.
I'd be okay. I mean...
From the creator of Legally Blonde, here comes the reboot you never asked for.
Nor
Bugs
wanted.
Bunny.
Never asked for or wanted.
No one ever even wanted.
That's right. What's up, Doc?
I'm going to have to leave the stream so I can empty the chest again.
You've still got a little bit more room, but it's so good.
At the rate you're going, no, I won't.
Well, I'm gonna go do some quests now. I just haven't decided what.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some quests on this character.
Wasn't the late 80s, early 90s, like Looney Tunes, Steven Spielberg, or is that Baby Tunes and Animaniacs? I can't remember.
I don't know. I was not into that stuff then. Oh, I guess I found there's another piece that I could have thrown in there.
Like Steven Spielberg was like really hip on Warner Brother cartoons at one point. Like he was like, "Oh,
I didn't know he was doing cartoons.
yeah, Animaniacs."
Like cartoons.
Yeah, he did like a handful of them. It was really surprising. Maybe because like he started a family or something. He's like, you know, I wanna make something that my kid can watch. But the Animaniacs was like, get a little Pinky in the Brain was dope though.
It was great. Animaniacs still great. I still say hello nurse to this day.
Hello, nurse.
Hello nurse. Yeah, I didn't have Nickelodeon, so. But I got Fox sometimes.
Nickelodeon?
Ren and Stimpy.
Nickelodeon.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I did not know.
The song design on Animaniacs was 10 out of 10. I could agree with that.
There was a cartoon around that time called Angry Beavers, and I was like, how the heck did they get away with that name?
It was a different time. Try this on hard. I'm not as comfortable on this person. Oh, hang on, actually. Need to go get another Highland. You just adopted a cat and named him Biscuit. Aw, look at you.
You know what's funny? I just adopted a biscuit and named it Cat.
Really? Interesting.
Catherine?
Alex?
Catherine Biscuit.
Alex Trebek is going back to chemo this week, I guess. It's kind of rough. Poor guy.
Yeah, we're going through that right now.
What is this? Is gonna suck.
I can always talk to him on Facebook now, but he used to perform out here in Long Beach.
We have a poster for Birds of Prey. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably have to go watch that with the wife, but I'm not all about it. The wife, however, has got a lady boner for the chick who plays Harley Quinn, so I'll probably be doing that.
I have no idea who that is. I mean, I've seen her, but
Rubio? Margaret Rubio or Margie?
Yeah, there you go, Margaret. Something.
I mean, she's alright.
No, she is classically gorgeous.
Like, yeah, but I'm talking about her acting skills. Like, she's alright.
Well, I think she's a pretty good actress.
I think she's a pretty good edgy actress. But then, like, I feel like after, what is it, the Hounds of Hallmark or whatever, and Suicide Squad, she started calming down her nudity.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I don't know, it's not what Jesus intended.
how much acting do you have to do to take your clothes off?
Apparently a lot. If I
there is a form because you can tell if someone's into taking off their clothes or just taking off their clothes or really doesn't want to take off their clothes at them. Like, you know, I had a girlfriend that hated undressing in front of me, or dressing up in front of me after a shower. And I was like, it was, you could tell she was acting very unpleasant. But like, then I went to a strip club a couple years later, and those girls were just like excited. Except one, who just was just like, I'm just doing this because I have to.
I like how Nim really skirts the PG-13 during the daytime on this stream. Like, well, I used to go to strip clubs constantly, and I would often ask the girls about their comfort level of their nudity.
Well, you know, it's a form of consent. Like, what's your comfort level with this lap dance?
Yeah.
Is it a 1, a 5, or a 10?
She's like, I don't know, teddy bear. And you're like, oh.
I hate it when these are like, Dad, you're embarrassing me
That's
at
right.
work.
I was gonna say, and the girlfriend that Nim is talking about also goes by Mom.
Yes. Oh yeah, my mom hates being naked around me. So I always have to hide in her closet.
All right. If I had a cat, what would I name it? So currently we have a cat named Cole, named after the character from Charmed. Actually,
Really?
yep.
Is it a black cat?
It is a black cat. And then before that, we had Cece, which was an adopted cat from the Pound, who was the best cat because she wanted to be outside almost always, but always came back. Her biggest problem is that she liked to puke in corners. And then we had.
She's having a hard time with her food.
She just liked to puke in corners. She had a hard time at the end with her food, but she just liked to puke in corners. And then we had Tigra, who was the Hell's cat, Cole's grandmama. And then we had Tigra's only offspring and Cole's mama, and I don't remember what that cat was called. I called it the zombie cat because it was constantly ripping its own fur and skin off. Eventually it got a bullet. Well, it didn't get a bullet, but...
You need to watch My Cat from Hell.
Well,
I feel like Garfield, the animated cat, was the cat from hell. Like, I'm surprised his owner did not, like, I don't want you no more.
So I would answer this question, Beef, purely because I know how Tobrel would answer the $10,000 from me. Because that is how Tobrel would answer that question. But if it was like literally anybody else, I would want my friend to have the $100,000. Tobrel's gonna listen to this and he'll be like, "Oh, so sad." But it's pure. If you would ask Tobrel the same question, he would say, "Give me $10,000." Tobrel is secretly greedy as F. I don't know if it's a secret. He loves his money.
I never had it, so I would like some.
Some money?
Yeah.
I mean, work hard for you, brother.
Freaking, I only live in this land because it's, that I live, my house is on because the local governor owns it, and he's like, you have to work this land, and pay me taxes.
It's a nice throwback. Oh no, I'm ready to actually get rid of my land. I'm gonna sell everything, get the bus running, get out of Dodge. You know, you could probably save up, buy a panel van, and travel the United States as a hobo with me.
I've actually longed for a very nomadic and rural, like not rural, but like I would love to be more in nature and just more in traveling too. But
I'm glad that that's where that conversation went, because I thought it was going, you would love to live with me. I was like, oh, well, this is going the wrong way. This is not what I intended with that statement.
your wife would be a problem. We would have to get rid of her. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, man, I said you could
That's the
follow
first
us in
thing I
your
thought
own
of.
vehicle.
The vehicle of love.
Yeah. You come with your own vehicle. You could sleep over sometimes, but
No, I would just I'll have
She's
a
my
cardboard
favorite.
box. You could tie a string to my neck, and then I'll just be behind your car.
The bus.
oh,
Yeah,
it
the
seems-
bus.
that seems unnecessarily complicated. Beef says, would you rather have hands that kept growing as you got older or feet that kept growing as you got older? I'd rather have big
Feet.
feet.
Yeah, because that's a mating ritual. Like it's a mating call. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather have big feet.
Like, you may only get into, like, girls who are into big toes at a certain point, but that's okay.
I have like really long hands. Not really long. Like not like abnormally long. longhand, but like every time I'm dating a musician, they just like are obsessed with my hands. They're like, you have guitar player hands, and I'm like, oh.
Yep, or bass hands. Like I have bass hands. They, I mean, I play the bass. I play the cello. But yeah, that was one of the things. My hands are on the larger end of the spectrum. And I'm like, better to play you like a fiddle, baby. And they're like, oh. Then you go, not really. I just play DDO. And they go, oh.
All the better to open your door when I'm running away from you.
That's right. Confliegen. I've already committed to love. Oh no. I think one of the things I need to do with my life is I need to do a slightly better job of fleshing out a couple of different stand-up acts. Like I have about 15 minutes of material that's knock you down, make you pee your pants funny. And I need to probably get like another 45 minutes of material that's of the equal amount of hilarious. Just so I can try to do like stand-up nights and whatever as a way to get some extra income on the road.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Like I said, I can make someone pee their pants in about the first 15 minutes, and I think I have another probably 10 minutes of bits that just need some fine tuning. Like I've fine tuned this 15 minutes over the years to where it is solid gold. It is super self-deprecating, but that's the kind of comedy I'm into most of the time.
I mean, peeing pants is a good level, but like when you get to the point where they're peeing their shirts, that's when you know it's gold.
Oh man, I've never considered having someone pee their shirt before.
Yeah, when they're laughing so hard, it just squirts out of their pants and just wets their shirt.
Have you heard of this comedian? I think his name is Rob Wolf. He has done he has the story about like the best practical joke of all time or something, and he talks about renting a wrestler for his friend's bachelor party, like a nude female wrestler. Anyway, okay, so you clearly are not then, but he has this bit that he does that I think is genius and I want to steal, where he has the audience members do an interpretive dance off to give their waitress or whatever wait staff a $50 gift card. And I just love that idea. But I don't play an instrument that's easy to carry around like that. The Rob Wolf one about
fighting. The Catholic Church organ? What?
Yeah, that's right. I only play the flesh pipe. The Rob Wolf one about fighting his son is also good. Yeah, exactly. So Rob Wolf does this other bit where his son decides they're gonna have a fight, and he's like, okay, in 2 weeks or whatever, we're gonna have a fight. And the guy's like, oh. And then he just like torments his son, hyping him up the whole time. It's quite good. Quite good. Do I need a shrine before we do this?
I like the one where he goes, Hot Pockets.
But yeah, I really like Rob Wolf a lot, and I would, if you guys are interested in stand-up comedy, I could not recommend him enough. Alright, I'm going to put these Bigsby's hands in here. Just in case I end up playing with wood, then I have some Bigsby's hands. If not, they're still keeping junk out of my first slot. Coco! Your plot ends here.
You dropped them like breadcrumbs
Exactly. That's how I do. Would you rather have a tarantula or a lobster as a bedmate? Probably a lobster. I don't dislike spiders like my wife dislikes spiders, but my wife hates spiders. So if every time the spider moved, like it touched her, she would freak out. I would never get any sleep. Or maybe Elite wouldn't have been so bad. I was a Ferd. Oh, and I got nothing.
Elite for what?
What?
What you doing?
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. I'm
It's
just
a quest
listening.
called Another Man's Treasure. I don't know. I'm a little bit afraid of these quests on this particular character, but maybe I don't need to be. Do I need another Vorpal sword? Nah, probably not. Oh, we got another action point, though.
I'm 17k from 104.3 per point on the non-hardcore server.
I was gonna say 104.
Yeah, maybe I do want to do this one.
That's still pretty nice.
This is awesome.
Non-hardcore.
It is awesome. Alright, I need to check out these quests here for plunder. Some of these quests are very good for plunder, and some of them are like not as good. Oh yeah, they're all this level. What am I thinking? Alright, so kind of a big deal is the big Mux Beater, the shield, or sorry, the belt, which is a shield clicky, the bow, which is meh, and the boots.
Disintegration. Like, you know, if you don't have a bow, use them.
And the boots. And the boots is great.
What's your max level that you're taking for that?
For this guy?
For the quest?
Whatever. If you can get in, it's fine.
I'm level 9, that was down to run.
I'm level 9. You're welcome to come along.
Alright, I'm switching servers.
I don't care.
Oof.
Whomever. Yeah, I could kind of use these booties. These
I
booties,
lost my boots.
these
I
booties
think
are
I
hot.
broke my crossbow that I was gonna use.
That's no good.
It basically, oh well.
You need another crossbow?
Need is such a harsh word.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it right there then. But if you decide you need a crossbow, let me know. I have Vorpal. Vorpal's got like from level 1 to 10, I think, various Vorpal weapons.
Blue has a lot of.
Oh, Beef will also do a big deal. What are you on, Nim?
I'm on Meltone,
What is it?
Pale Master Human,
Okay.
level 9.
All these fail masters.
Hey man, Pellmasters are strong right now. Very strong.
That's the first. Yeah. That's what I did. That's when I said I think I'll be a wizard, and I selected Pale Master because I like pet classes.
Big butt.
I really like favorite soul here, but my favorite soul, what happened to him? Oh, I was trying to show a trapper a trap, and the trap killed me.
Oh, that's a sad. Did you see my video, Beef, on how to, or not Beef, Wood, on how to level up your Pale Master for the hardcore server?
No, I did not. That was a Patreon video, right?
It was Patreon for like the first day, and then I made it public to everybody and linked it on the forums. Here, I'll throw a copy of it into the Discord or into the chat in general, and then I'll PM it to you.
Okay.
There you go.
Discord would be better because...
That's what I just said. I PM'd it to you in Discord.
Okay.
And then I also threw one up in the chat for everybody else.
Excellent.
But yeah, I went through each level at a time, leveled up the character, and kind of shared my thoughts. It's about half an hour, but I've personally found that that's the easiest way to go from 1 to 10 as a Pale Master on this server. After that, you're on your own. But 1 to 10, I got your back.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's what I like playing. I like playing a wizard, but I don't have a wizard on this server.
Hmm?
I really enjoyed Booty. Booty was a half-elf warlock dilettante favorite soul. So like, I would shoot out these sunbeams that would do like 1,000 or a couple thousand damage, and then on top of it, like throw 300, 600 fire damage. Like, it's really nice. And you got heals.
Yeah. I don't know. Randy has just been making quests easier. Ooh, excuse me.
The highest level I have on this server is level 4. And Artificer, Cleric, and Barb.
Well, I said just watch that leveling guide sometime, and you should be able to very easily get yourself a reasonably high level wizard. And if you run into problems, I'd like to hear about what you ran into that I didn't address.
Oh, I'm all about addressing problems.
Because I'm looking at doing a 11 through 15 update, or I'm looking at doing Samus's crazy build.
I'm logging back in onto the stream, and I'm doing that basically because I have to take my headset off because it's crying at me.
I feel
you.
you.
Hear my headset cry.
I feel you.
So I'll be switching medias.
Smooth as Persh to level 10. Oh, giant spider for all you long range caster people. Alright, we missed some kobolds somewhere.
Yeah.
I always miss a kobold somewhere. Always. Need to check on the wife. Oh, it sounds like she's getting up. Oh, there's a doge over here. Is probably what we missed. That was it. Run faster, Forrest, run. Ah, big purple balls of thunder.
Yeah, I got the Echo of the Wave. It's nice. I actually switched from fire spells to ice and electric. gigante, cabrones.
Oh, they ran away from me, so I'm gonna kill this other stuff. Man, the whirlwind was an awful lot of setup. I'm not sure if it was worth it, but
Yeah, me and Toxicoma, or Toxic Mama, as you know him as.
Toxic Mama.
I've been like, he's like, oh yeah, whirlwind, and I'm like, no.
I don't know. It's okay. It's a much faster cooldown, which is nice, but I'm not sure. Who besides Nim? Beef came with us. Beef was like, I would do this quest. I'm like, okay.
Where's Beef?
I don't know, back there somewhere. Or up here somewhere. Probably up here somewhere, killing things with me.
Oh, he's the favorite soul?
Yeah.
Oh, the Smurf part of his name threw me off.
And that's the Beefs. He likes the beef balls.
He likes beef.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
It's definitely not a mistake to like the beef.
I have to make my chicken gizzards for lunch today. Because I'm afraid if I don't make them today, they'll go bad. I don't. I did. But I'm really hungry. It takes a little bit longer to make them. So slow. Let's see if we hit anybody. Oh, you're a pale master. If I start to die, you have to run on top of me with your aura.
If I run out of SP, you're on here.
Don't die. Don't run out of SP. You can come get the little lesser heal from me, though. I run that a lot. You can get your six negative energy healing from me.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh, cool, this is cool. That's lame. I had them targeted.
Yeah, unless they active, they're not active. Oh, I missed. Took me too long to find the button. I don't know. I wish I had built for stunning blow. I think, or stunning fist.
That's more wisdom based, though, isn't it?
It is. This is no wisdom. All about the hitting them in the right spot. Ouch. That guy like kicked me across the screen. Come here. Come here, I'll heal you. Come here, I'll heal you. Raw! With my fist magic. Did you get my fist magic? You didn't, did you?
No, I didn't get fisted.
Ah, fist magic. Fist magic. That'll be the name of my next monk.
Fist magic?
Fist magic. That's what my kid calls Key. It's like, shut up. That's just your fist magic.
I had
Boulders.
an old tune that was like zombie monk, and he was a PDK, so he had fighter too. But his name was Shaolin Drunk. Enter the flagon or something like that.
That's sufficiently punny for one seriously redneck character.
The PDK has such a funny, awkward body, and like just in zombie form, walking around like you have a load in your pants and fist punching and stuff.
Where's my... Oh, she should be on follow us around mode. I don't know why she was on stand still mode. Oh no, I need people to go and thumbs up my one video. I feel so bad.
What video? The 1 to 10?
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I need to start making a lot more videos like that, I guess, also. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, after I'm done with Hardcore League and Night Rebels, I have to come out with my new Ninja Shark video series.
So like,
Night Rebels coming out.
imagine,
Probably like 4 to 5 weeks.
yeah, probably, there'll probably be like a week or two of overlap. No, because they're supposed to run through November, right?
November 15th, so Night Rebels should start in the middle of Hardcore League. Because Cordovan said mid to late October. And if Cordovan says it, it's long.
Yeah.
That sarcasm was brought to you by Nim Van Darsinger.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. We'll probably do some stuff, but they'll have to add for me to really care that much.
Since they added new epic past life stances, I'm basically going to be using Night Rebels to get like 4 or 5 of those.
Yeah, I'm pretty much good, I guess. I don't know. I need to look and see if there's any new past life things that I care about.
I like the heal amp one. Because like usually in my divine stance I'm like +3 to my saves. I'm like, well, leveling up, that's great. But like at cap, +3 to my saves ain't really like.
I feel like I may have just kicked that guy into the wall. I can't hit
Yeah,
him
it looks
anymore.
like it. But the heal amp, I think, is like, what, 15 or 30 heal amp? I can't remember which.
I don't know. I didn't even know that they added a new one.
Ooh, I got the boots.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the reroll button. Come on, baby. I got another Shadow Strike. Does anyone need a Shadow Strike?
Is that the bow?
Yes, the bow.
Well, if you don't want it, I'll take it. I mean, unless you want to reroll, then it's
I already
best to
rerolled
reroll.
once. That's all my shards. There you go. You can have it. I would add it to the thing beef. Not
Oh,
sure.
wow,
Not
Mythic
sure
one.
which of the. Yeah, I'd probably put it on my one low level mythic person. Boo-doo-doo. I'm pretty sure I already do all the traps for you.
I'm gonna put these boots away before I lose them again.
Aww. Green New Meal. New York City moves to ban chocolate milk from schools.
Finally.
Alright, I'm gonna go run these gloves to the bank in case something crazy happens, and I'll be right back. Ben is spamming the Facebook like crazy.
I always knew chocolate milk is the reason why this whole world's gone to poop.
Well, you know, 50% of Americans believe that brown cows make chocolate milk.
You know, the world was way better back in the 1200s. Till chocolate milk came.
That's right, there was no chocolate milk. Not really.
Chocolate
anyway.
milk, like, the reason why bad is because chocolate.
It's probably reasonable. But to be fair, the Mayans had chocolate milk for a long time.
And look at them, they kept on sacrificing each other. They're all hyped up on sugar and
Oh man.
throwing each other in volcanoes.
It wasn't volcanoes, it was on top. They had to keep the sun rising. The sun didn't rise if the thing wasn't covered in sticky blood.
Sticky chocolate death.
That's right. Drink a hot cocoa, murder about 16 people,
Consensual murder.
have a cool cocoa.
Wait, so morally speaking, was those sacrifices okay? Because like it was consensual. Like everyone during the things, like, hey, everyone's cool with this, right?
Not
Like,
not usual. Not all the people who died were cool with it. Some people were sacrificed willingly, and a lot of people were not. A lot of people were captured slaves from other Central American tribes. The thing,
like, I believe the sun comes up on its own. Shut up. Blasphemy.
that's for me. Oh, this is hot beef.
Our God, Nestle Quick, says blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, it's hot. Is it? You want that?
I know, but
No? Okay.
no.
I don't think beef's doing any fire damage at the moment. Alright, so Gildernown it is. Alright, I kind of just want to do that one again, but I kind of don't want to repeat the same quest because I get bored easy.
I mean, I'm down to do it again. We don't have to do it again right now, or we can just do the chain and then go back.
That's fine. Let's do memory lapse. Memory lapse. I feel like memory lapse has got some fun ones.
I always thought this quest was brilliant because this is like someone's mind library.
Yeah.
It's like Inception too at the same time because the guy you're talking to right here, this Terrence Hawksworth, we're inside his mind and so is he.
Well, aren't you inside your mind? I want to do this little bookshelf over here. Nice, okay. Let's clear this shrine first. In case people run out of mana. Rah.
I hate when these books get in front of my spells.
Wasn't that the idea? Put them in front of the spells.
They're just like flying around attacking people, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oops, a polar ray." these bleeping succubi, always wearing the same spaghetti string underwear.
Well, what do you wear around the house? Do you not wear your spaghetti string underwear? That's not what the pictures you sent me said.
Well, I was patented with a layer of hair, so I don't have to wear clothes to wear clothes.
It's reasonable, I suppose. Alright.
Sweet.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Oh, I have a Jaheel. I'm gonna Jaheel you. No, okay. Let's do this one next, because it's the biggest pain. This is the one I hate the most.
You hate this one?
This side, yeah. I prefer the little library one. This one I dislike. Oh, this is not this one. Alright, the next one. This one's not that big of a deal.
I don't like the north one with the crest.
Yeah, the one where you gotta like go up and up. That's the one that I was thinking of. There's a math book. You guys want to do some math calculations?
My mom told me to stay away from math. Or was it something else? I can't remember.
Probably math. So, in our Sunday D&D group with Tobrel DMing, evil math is like the villain. So we have like evil geometry that we're fighting.
You know what's hilarious?
Jokes.
Math is a evil I don't know if he's evil wizard in Celtic mythology. He's known to turn people into puddles of water.
Alright, well apparently we missed it. Is it the joke book? I feel like that's not the right book.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Every good speech needs a joke.
Yeah, does it though?
Yeah, freaking, think of all the good ones, like, Stalin and all that. You were like, bourgeoisie, right? Ha ha ha.
I thought you said the good ones. Like, I don't remember a joke in the I Have a Dream speech.
Oh, I thought the dream was the joke. No, it's good.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I don't like this one.
Yeah, me either. I don't like
spiders and snakes.
Due to freaking electricity awesome.
That ain't what it takes to love me.
Oh no, the joke in that speech was like, two Americans walk into the bar, and they're like, we want to equally sit at this bar together. Dun-dun-dun.
And people went, okay.
He's like,
Eventually.
okay, let me tell you the real speech. That was just the warm up, and then he knocked it out of the park. It was amazing.
Haha. Alright, I don't know who picked up the first crest, but there's a second crest.
I got it.
I'm gonna turn on my little baby Death Aura. Put the thing in the thing.
I don't have the sickle.
Whee! Look at how I Jahiled you with my Jahealing magics. Just kidding, not Jahealing magics at all. Jahealing magics.
Killing.
I just killed you with the magics. You're welcome. It's possible I should just be vorpaling. Make sure to pull this.
The cookbook, you know, imagine giving a speech and I'm like, 1 part egg, 2 part tequila.
Oh, I'm glad I pulled this lever. Just like bounced off the jump. What is 1 part egg, 2 parts tequila?
You never had tequila eggs?
No. I'm like, what's the other part now?
Brownies.
Brownies, of course. Pot brownies.
Tequila egg brownies.
I don't have the ability to disarm trap. Oh, never mind. I guess I gotta. Oh, fall to my doom.
Oh. I hate activating those methods.
Yeah, not that it would take care of it.
Oh, that's dead.
You guys good?
We got a lever that allows you to come up to us.
Sweet. I'm just now there. Look at that. You guys are the best. And this ladder's long. I'm here. You're welcome.
Alright, skeleton killed.
What do you name your skeleton?
I wish you could name your skeleton. My skeleton's name is Bob.
Bob. Mine's Randy. He's always got a...
Bob Saget.
No, because he's always got a bone to throw.
Mine's Bob Saget, but I just call him Bob.
That's reasonable. So what is with you and your love for Bob Saget?
I feel like Bob Saget is an underestimated villain in the comedy world.
I don't know, man. Is he really underestimated?
I mean, like, have you seen his early 80s routine?
Well, didn't he get in like some serious trouble not that long ago for some seriously hardcore stuff?
I mean, if it's as hardcore as his early 80s routine, then it would explain his early 80s routine, because half of his stuff, he's just like joking about the most ludicrous crime.
What would be the most ludicrous crime? Blackmailing a teddy bear?
Well, let's just say some of his jokes, if they weren't jokes, he wouldn't be allowed around like 5,000 feet around the like full house.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like he had some seriously like racially, sexually charged jokes not that long ago, which I personally am fine with. I do not care. You can make your jokes as dirty, as inappropriate as you like. I love a good dirty joke.
Yeah, I don't mind a dirty joke.
Not during this time of day, but on my stream.
But like a whole set, right? Like, you know, his whole set was just talking about him and minors. And I'm like, okay.
There's a lot of.
It was just going for shock value.
Yeah, probably. But there's a lot of early comedy during that time frame that's like minor stuff, and it's like, oh, this is inappropriate. All right, this is the journal. This is probably not what we want, right?
No, the one that we're looking for, you have to do the search animation around these tables. And if you go to the end and find the index, it will tell you exactly what hallway it's going to be in. Alright, well...
I'm bugging out. I'm out of here then. I don't know. There was like a big phase, there's still a big phase where a lot of comedians do a lot of pedo jokes.
Yeah, I don't have a
Um,
problem with jokes. I just have a problem with sets. Like that at that point you're kind of like,
Committing.
yeah, I'm like, have a set. Like go ahead, have this joke, have that joke. It's a joke. That's why we're here. But when your whole theme, your whole like thesis to your whole like 30-minute, 15-minute stand up, it's just kind of like, oh, I have enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so part of the thing about comedy is to call out the injustices and the, like, speak against the power about things. And part of my issue is like, well, why do you keep coming back to pedo stuff? Right? Like, if you're against it, that's good. Like, okay, we're on the same page, but more, I don't need more, like, normalization of that. You know, it's protect kids. Kids don't need to be experiencing adult things. I got nothing.
Me eaters.
Ooh, Beef got a charisma thing. Nice.
Nice, congrats.
Nice. Alright, do I want to just reroll? How many shard thingies do I have? Or point thingies do I have? I might get some more shards. That's the nice thing about the hardcore server. I feel like it's you're earning so much additional favor that you usually don't earn that it's pretty easy to just grab a few shards from the store. I'm gonna reroll. Boink. I got another int one. Huzzah! Loot all.
Congrats.
Hells yeah. Now I don't feel bad if I decide to put one on this guy. Yes.
Well, I just got the devil eye from my madre, so I have to get off and clean my room.
Seems good.
I'm 29 years old, and I still wait till my mom looks at me like she's gonna kick me out to clean my room.
Well, I mean, that's a consequence of living with your parents at 30 years old, like a little baby.
I'm a big baby now.
I know you're pretty much out of time, but have I told you the story of when I moved out of my father's house?
Wasn't it kind of like...
I was told basically my whole life that I had to graduate high school or my 18th birthday, whichever came first, to get out. So then the day I graduated from high school, I got an apartment, and then I spent the night in that apartment the day I graduated from high school, and I came back the next day, and all of my stuff was packed into 3 milk crates. And my dad was like, "You coming back?" And I go, "I guess not." He goes, "Okay." That was the last I talked to him for like 3 years.
Oh, that's sad.
No, we're cool.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Have a good one, buddy.
Peace.
Take it easy.
Oh yeah, that's a big upgrade. This hat needs to get put back away for protection as well. Oh, I don't have a banker on the boat yet. Oh! That's what I told my son, but he moved out to college and then he just keeps coming back. I gotta store this hat back for safety. Anything else cares about? Not really. Okay. Yeah, that's great. I'm so glad. All right. What else do we want to do? Let's look at another one of these. Kind of want to do another man's treasure. I really would like that cloak. The rest of that, oh, the prayer beads also come out of there. Beef will cry if I don't go get him prayer beads. Yeah, we'll go take a prayer bead run. Wish I had the yeah, I could use buffs, I guess. Sure. Let's see what else do we got. Price of Freedom is kind of the ho-hum one of the group for gear.
What quest are you talking about?
The Price of Freedom, that's the one where you go rescue Dolores. You go rescue the prisoners from the prison.
Oh, I know which ones you're doing now. You're doing the ones in the 12.
Yeah. We're just kind of doing them for farming runs. Or at least I am. Wow, so weird. I'm a big kid now. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Got the yawns here, don't I? Get up and get moving. Get up before I get down. Beef can be the holder of the doodads. I'm a big kid now. I can't believe that. You know, my wife is like giving me a hard time, saying that she would wish that Remington could continue to stay at home longer, and I'm like, no, he's an adult. He needs to live his adult life. We did the best we could. Now it's time for fate to take its course. And you hear about kids staying at home until they're much older. I know that's not Nim's story, but
California's expensive to live in.
huh?
California is very expensive to live in.
Yeah.
In Japan, it's not uncommon for 3 generations to live there.
Well-
Babies, houses are so expensive. Their normal mortgage is basically 100 years is a normal mortgage on that. Usually the mortgage is not paid off until the 3rd generation. So our country, America, is a little bit different. Although that my parents never put a restriction on how long. They just told me to save up money. But Dad said, I don't pay the heating, the cooling, and the taxes on it, regardless if you're here or not. Which did allow me that when I did get married, that I told my wife to find us a house because I was working so many hours. And she went out and she found a house and she said, I found a house. And Dad looked at it. I said, good, did you tell them I'll take it? And she says, no. And I said, well, call them up. Tell them let's take it out here. I'll make a deposit on the house. And I did because I had the money saved up.
Yeah, it's not that bad really to get a 15-year fixed rate. It's just that's not what the bank makes the most money on, so they don't push it. It's a matter of knowing what to ask for and what to get. And if you have parents who know stuff about stuff, they should be there to help you. But like my parents obviously were incredibly helpful when it came to buying my first home. Considering I still have it and I'm still paying on it, I still can't get rid of it. So incredibly helpful. But had we gotten a 15-year fixed rate, we would have paid it off a long time ago. I don't know. I am ready to move away from this and travel and do the see the United States thing. This guy's on beef and I can't stop it. Beef doesn't see it. Beef's about to get tackled. You go take a shower too. Oh, that would feel good. To go crawl up on the roof of the bus for a little bit first and then take a shower.
Just don't get too over hot. You remember, heat is one of the #1 killers more than.
Oh yeah. Not as much as being cold, but yeah. No, it won't be a big deal. I'm not gonna go out and do anything crazy today. I'm just gonna go out and look and see what's up. It's supposed to rain today, tonight, tomorrow sometime. I think Beef knows all the answers to the riddles and It's not here. It's no. There it is. Found it. Anyway, I'm ready to get on the bus and get the bus action. I just need the temperature to come down a few more degrees on average. It gets to like 80 degrees on average, I'll be good to get out there and get some work done. These still 90-degree days are a little too much for me. Also be nice if it was a little like darker. Still 8,000 XP, that's not bad. Come on, baby. That's pretty hot. That's nice. I feel like I don't need another portable hole right now. Crush capital. Alright. I guess I have a person now that can finally do something with Knight's training if I decide to go that way. It's a golden ball. It's supposed to be platinum. Oh, this stuff looks bad. Alright. What else do I want to do? Kind of want to do just a little bit more and then call it. Oh, it's more platinum. A little bit gold, a little bit platinum. Could be a shiny metal. Yeah, that thing is sweet. Insightful Radiance 31, Insightful Radiance Lore 7%.
That's always good.
Yeah. Well, and he's doing the light blast thing. So that's a good one for him to have. To go with his other Radiance stick. Oh, he had a Radiance ball. I thought he had a Radiance stick. I don't really feel like doing the Price of Freedom. Let Beef pick the last quest. I think this will be the last one this morning. I know it's a little bit shorter of a stream than we used to, but I'm hungry and it's going to take a while to make the gizzards. I gotta throw them in the pressure cooker, and then I gotta cook them in the pan, so I don't deep fry them. Chronoscope Kappa. Is there a chronoscope up? No chronoscope up.
No, he's saying you should run Chronoscope. Joking.
You dork. Dread Predators. Alright. It's a super fast one. I fly away onto my airship. Then over to House Jurassico. Then to get the quest. Man, it's a lot of words. And give Beef enough time to send me like a list of quests that he took out earlier. Although it's not going to matter too much. I don't know how much time Tobrell and I are going to end up having, the two of us, this evening. We'll see. You gonna power yourself a character up to level 9 on the hardcore server, Slab?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I could.
Just, I don't know what your plans are. I don't know if you've recovered from your losses. Your heart breaks. Oh. It'd take me a while to get over, like, Sam getting bit. He says, Talab, that sounds like a hard no.
I wouldn't say it's a hard no.
Hard no. Can confirm. Sound like a hard no to me, too. This thing did not open. There we go. All you gotta do is do every quest between 1 and 5 on Elite or better. You'll be caught up with Faith's on Favor. But make sure that your build is Reaper capable, because we're currently rocking the R1s. But we do have a dedicated healer. Technically 1.5, because between Beef and Tobrell, it's like 1.5 dedicated healers.
I still want just to get to 1750.
It's just a matter of time. And the way you've been going, solo and everything, you might even step down to hards at some point.
Well, right now, let me look and see what I've gotten up to. I'm at 1154 right now.
That's pretty good. Not that much left, did? Oh, so if you decide that you want to do something, let me know. I can roll up a fresh person and start tomorrow. Or with Thursday or whatever day we decide to make it happen. No pressure, though. You do what you want to do. Or I'll just take my favorite soul. I think it's level 4. And play catch up. Alright, well, I realize that this is about half an hour early and some people are going to be sad, and I apologize for that, but it's going to take me probably that long to... Ooh, that seems good. That long to get breakfast cooking away. So, I'm going to bounce. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. Let's see who else is streaming Dungeons & Dragons Online this morning. Clarice and Strimtom. Well, oh, those are kind of hot. Yeah, I think so. I have to redo some gear. Slightly. Alright, let's throw some more stuff in the bank for wood to take care of later. I don't have that much stuff for her to deconstruct after all. It's kind of sad. Stuff we farmed up today that we want to keep and or move around. So we did manage to pick up a Sky Pirate's dagger today. That's nice. Alright, I'm going to jump this stuff in the bank. Does anybody have any anything they want to discuss before we raid over? I think we'll send it to Clarice. She's playing DDO today.
Follow. We did the undies.
Oh yeah, those are all valid things you could do. So it is September. You know, you don't have to support this stream, but if you chose to, I'd appreciate it. But I would ask that you take the opportunity to support somebody out there. Half price and 100% going to the streamers is pretty awesome. So yeah, it makes a big difference. Trust me. Every person who supports out there, for me, makes a big difference. In fact, let me pull up the heroes. You also, of course, can support over at patreon.com/Samius. For those of you who are interested, that's a place that you can contribute for even as low as $1 a month. We do have a Patreon goal over there. If we can get a few, I think we're at 6 maybe right now, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can get a few more patrons over on Patreon. We can start playing our big boy on Thelanis, our OG Samus, and I'm pretty sure everyone's going to really enjoy that nightmare show for sure. So with that, I'm out of here, kids. You have a wonderful afternoon. I'm gonna get something to eat and work on the bus for a little bit, and then probably grab a shower and a nap. Maybe in that order, maybe not. I'm not real sure yet. But
you don't got me under the Twitch subscribers there, buddy.
Pretty sure I do.
You got me under the Patreon.
Let me check. You are... I believe you were in both. Yeah, you're right there. You're in the first column underneath Sojak and underneath and above Load Beef. Top Hat, Toe
Yeah, I
Lab.
didn't see that. Okay.
Yep. right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys real soon. Toodles.